A name that fits, Laurie Price's journey to rename her daughter. Naming a child is often one of the most significant decisions new parents face, a process laden with expectations, emotions, and sometimes, surprising twists. Laurie Price and her husband, Ryan, found themselves on a unique journey when they struggled to find the perfect name for their newborn daughter. This journey, documented on TikTok, has resonated with many, garnering a mix of reactions, but ultimately showcasing the importance of choosing a name that feels just right. Throughout Laurie Price's pregnancy, she and her husband were convinced that their fifth child would be a boy. They had even settled on the name Noah for their anticipated son. Names for a baby girl were tossed around, but none seemed to fit, and with their confidence in having a boy, the couple felt no urgency to find a girl's name. When she was a girl, we were like, oh my goodness, Price recalls in an interview with People. This unexpected twist left the couple scrambling to find a name that suited their new daughter, a challenge they had never faced with their previous 4 children over the past 11 years. In the weeks following their daughter's home birth, Laurie and Ryan tried several names in an effort to find one that resonated. Their daughter went by multiple names during this period of indecision. Finally, pressured by their midwife to provide a name for the birth certificate, they settled on Goldie Solveig, a name inspired by Ryan's Norwegian grandmother. However, despite their best efforts, the name Goldie Solveig never felt like the perfect fit. As the weeks turned into months, Laurie and Ryan continued to feel unsettled about their choice. It was then that they decided to rename their daughter before her first birthday, a decision motivated both by emotional clarity and practical considerations, as changing a name after 1 year can be more complicated and costly. Reflecting on the early days of her daughter's life, Laurie admits that the process of choosing a name was fraught with uncertainty, influenced by postpartum hormones and sleep deprivation. I think we went through 3 names that we were like, okay, this is it, this is her name. And then we'd get into bed and I was like, I don't like it, and he was like, I don't like it either, she explains. One of the names they considered was Ellen, a family name. However, Laurie and Ryan couldn't shake the feeling that it didn't suit their daughter. My husband was like, I feel like I'm talking to an old lady, Laurie recalls. This sentiment illustrates the deeply personal and instinctive nature of naming a child. A name needs to feel right in the parents' hearts and souls. Laurie turned to TikTok to document her family's journey to rename their daughter, hoping to hold herself accountable to actually making the change. The initial video, which has garnered over 100,000 views, sparked a variety of reactions from viewers. Some were supportive, while others expressed skepticism or concern. In one of her updates, Laurie detailed the practical steps they were taking to change the name, including applying for a birth certificate correction with a $15 fee. She acknowledged the potential logistical challenges, but remained optimistic about finalizing the change before her daughter's first birthday on July 28. The decision to rename their daughter has not been without its critics. Some online commenters worried about potential identity issues for the child, while others questioned the necessity of the change. Laurie, however, remains unfazed by the criticism. She emphasizes that her primary concern is her daughter's future happiness and sense of identity. If she's 18 and decides she wants to go back to Goldie Solveig, or if she wants to change it to Jennifer Love Hewitt, whatever, Price quips, underscoring her commitment to supporting her daughter's choices. Laurie believes that what matters most is finding a name that feels right and fits seamlessly into their family's life. After much deliberation, Laurie and Ryan have decided on the name Marigold Louise for their daughter, a name that finally feels like the perfect fit. Laurie explains that making this change official is important to her, not just for everyday use, but for significant life events and documents. On her driver's license, on all these certificates, on her diploma, on all these big life events, I wanted to say this name, she says. Laurie Price's journey to rename her daughter is a poignant reminder of the deeply personal nature of naming a child. It highlights the emotional and practical challenges that can arise and underscores the importance of choosing a name that feels right. Laurie's story, shared through TikTok and resonating with many, is ultimately about love, identity, and the lengths parents will go to ensure their child's name reflects who they are and who they will become.